This is another episode of the Right Life Podcast, your number one source for everything bariatric surgery, from pre-op to post-op. Registered dietitian Alex Conception gives you real, raw tips and motivation through your journey. This is the Right Life Podcast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Right Life Podcast. I'm sure I've spoken on this topic in the past, but I definitely need to address it again. I've been getting an increasing number of inquiries around this question. How many calories should I be eating? I'm 6 months post-op. I'm 1 year post-op. How many calories should I be eating now? This is the first issue. The idea that one can determine how many calories solely based on how far out you are after surgery. This is incorrect. Needs are not time specific, rather lifestyle specific. Yes, of course, this can be misunderstood because you do have a tool that not everyone has, and it will impact recommendations, which is why you can't simply trust any trainer at the gym to provide quality nutrition advice post-bariatric surgery. But although the tool is a factor, it still does not change the fact that lifestyles differ. The first point is that your metabolism is a reflection of your lifestyle leading up to this point. And everyone's lifestyle is different. If you were to take two people, same height, weight, age, gender, essentially your doppelganger, the expectation to any weight management program would be the same, correct? But why is one losing faster than the other on the same program? Because you don't know that. One sat behind a desk for the last 20 years, 40 hours a week, and the other laid brick for the last 20 years, 40 hours a week. The bricklayer will lose exponentially faster. But why were they the same weight? Because you don't know that the bricklayer also ate 5 times more than the other person. This is how you, number one, can't compare to anyone else, but number two, a demonstration on how lifestyle can impact not just your needs, but how the body will respond to the stimulus. So fast forward to the question. It's been 1 year since my surgery. How many calories should I be eating? The answer is, I don't know. I don't know what you've been doing for the last year, how much you've been eating consistently in the last year, what your activity looked like in the last year, or anything for that matter. One person may have developed a passion for bodybuilding, whereas another a passion for knitting, for example. Two completely different lifestyles that will impact that recommendation. This is where a consultation is necessary to properly assess everything. The thing is, you can do this yourself. The body will adapt and adjust to what is consistent. And no matter where you are on your journey with whatever activity, the formula is the same. Caloric surplus will have you gain weight, and a caloric deficit will have you lose weight. That threshold is dependent on your lifestyle and what your body has adapted to. The metabolic set point, that's another topic. I'll probably do a separate podcast on that later, if I remember, of course. Anyway, regardless of where you're at, you can determine this number. It just requires consistency. This is basically what I do. As a coach, dietitian, counselor, I simply provide education and accountability. That's it. So if you want to do this yourself, you just have to hold yourself accountable and be consistent. When we don't see results right away, we quit, fall off the wagon, then try something new. This is very common. And when I ask how long they've tried X, Y, or Z diet, the majority say 1 to 2 weeks. And in those 1 to 2 weeks, they haven't been 100% on that plan. And then we think it didn't work. I do want to provide a disclaimer though. I am speaking generally, of course, and there are situations where things like hormonal balances, thyroid issues are factors. So I don't want to discredit that. I've had scenarios where switching birth control, for example, played a huge role in several of my clients' success, and success with reference to body composition, of course. Going back to steps to see where you're at, log your food. You need to get a baseline, or to make things even more efficient, actually set a number. Start at 200 calories less of what you have been eating. Do this consistently 100% for 2 weeks and see if you lose weight. If you don't gain weight, then give it 2 more weeks because your body is still adapting and adjusting to the changes. You're at a good number. Stay accountable for the one-offs, like a date night, game day, or so-and-so's birthday you had to have a drink or a slice of cake with. If you didn't gain weight and you've done those things, this is a good number. If you did gain weight, now this is important. You cannot judge weight gain within 1 to 2 days. You have to give it time. Give the process at least 2 weeks before making a judgment. We often have emotional responses to initial changes, and that's how we continue the cycle. If in 2 weeks you gain weight, then cut it another 200 calories and try again. This is why having a coach, mentor, or whoever is very important. It keeps us accountable. We lose perspective of time and we focus on the frustrations. If you can't hold yourself accountable, find someone or something to hold you accountable. This is true for everything in life. You have an education because someone made you go to school and held you accountable. You can ride a bike because someone held you accountable through the falls. If you're struggling, hopefully this provided some insight to help you get started. Otherwise, get a coach or jump on a program to have someone hold you accountable. I can even hold you accountable. Shoot me an email, support@therightlife.com. We'll book a call. In the meantime, let's get to work. Start logging that food so you can establish that baseline. I will see you guys in the next. Peace.
This was another episode of The Right Life Podcast. For more motivation and future episodes with Alex, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any life-changing moments.